Good day and welcome to iTautoZoos. Picture this for a moment right now as you watch this video. Millions of dollars worth of Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong are quietly circulating through banks, investors, and financial networks across the globe. The exotic currency world never pauses, and neither does the system that sustains it. In today's report, we're going inside one of the most overlooked aspects of this market, the global banking network that keeps dinar and dong flowing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you've ever wondered how your investment connects to institutions in places like New York, Dubai, Singapore, or London, this breakdown will make it crystal clear. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why being involved in these currencies places you inside a financial ecosystem most people don't even know exists. Let's begin with what separates the dinar and dong markets from heavyweights like the US dollar, the euro, or the yen. For the largest currencies, the sheer size of trading volume makes individual transactions nearly invisible. But the dinar and dong markets fall into the exotic category smaller, less liquid, and much more sensitive to the behavior of investors. Around 10 million people worldwide hold Iraqi dinar, which may sound massive, but compared to global financial markets, it's actually a tight-knit group. That concentrated participation gives each investor more influence than would ever be possible in larger markets. A single wave of buying or selling can create noticeable ripples, especially when banks react to sudden shifts in demand. To understand how this influence plays out, we first need to look at the backbone of the market, the global banking web. Infrastructure that underpins exotic currencies like the dinar and dong is complex but highly synchronized. Banks in Iraq, Vietnam, and the world's major financial hubs maintain correspondent banking relationships, special agreements that enable them to move currency quickly and lawfully across borders. So when you purchase dinar, it's not just a direct handoff. Your trade passes through this web of institutions, which handle liquidity, authentication, and settlement. Because this system spans time zones, activity is constant. When one region winds down, another ramps up. Without this nonstop coordination, global investors would never be able to transact smoothly in these currencies. Think of it as a global relay race. Suppose an investor in the US decides to add more Iraqi dinar. Their bank first contacts its correspondent bank, often in Europe or the Middle East, to handle the request. That bank then works with authorized dealers and additional institutions to confirm supply and arrange delivery. If New York is asleep, Dubai or Singapore may be processing the same type of orders for other investors. This around-the-clock cycle ensures the market never really shuts down, unlike stock exchanges tied to local business hours. For dinar and dong investors, that means continuous access to liquidity nearly anywhere, anytime. Exotic currency dealers are another vital link in this chain. They maintain stockpiles of dinar and dong to match investor demand, acting as the middle ground between banks and individuals. These dealers track global developments closely, adjusting prices and inventory in real time. They also coordinate with banks to ensure smooth movement of funds and currency. Without them, investors could face delays, shortages, or price spikes that would destabilize the market. Dealers help keep supply available and the system balanced, ensuring investors can transact reliably no matter where they are. Security is equally critical to this framework. Physical notes must be transported securely and checked for authenticity to avoid counterfeits. Banks rely on armored logistics companies and strict verification standards to protect shipments. On the digital side, encrypted systems safeguard investor data and ensure funds move safely. Together, these measures build the trust needed to keep the market functioning. In smaller, exotic markets, confidence is everything. Rumors or doubts about security could quickly damage stability. So maintaining safety on all fronts is non-negotiable. Overlaying this network are strict regulations and compliance standards. Banks handling dinar or dong must follow anti-money laundering laws, reporting rules, and currency handling requirements. Large transactions are carefully documented to ensure funds are legitimate. While this oversight can feel like red tape, it's the backbone of market integrity. By preventing illegal activity, regulations protect everyday investors and sustain long-term confidence in the system. So what does nonstop banking support actually mean for the individual investor? First, it guarantees access. You can buy, sell, or exchange dinar and dong almost any time. Second, It ensures fairness. The layered system of banks and dealers helps stabilize prices and reduce manipulation. Third, it grants influence. In smaller markets, collective investor action truly shapes demand and momentum. That said, it's important to stay grounded while behavior impacts liquidity and trends. The banking system alone does not raise the currency's value. Market fundamentals still reign. This feedback loop between sentiment and banking activity becomes clear during times of optimism or crisis. Positive economic news out of Iraq or Vietnam sparks buying, banks respond by coordinating to supply more notes, and momentum builds. Conversely, during uncertainty, selling increases and banks adapt in the opposite direction. This visible interplay is unique to exotic currencies. In larger markets, individual behavior is drowned out by sheer volume. Liquidity management by banks adds another safeguard. When demand surges, they coordinate to release additional reserves, preventing bottlenecks. They also use forecasting models and historical data to anticipate movements before they happen. This ability to react and prepare keeps trading steady, reassuring investors no matter where they are. Technology has supercharged this 24/7 system. Online platforms let investors track prices, place orders, and verify trades instantly. Banks use sophisticated software to handle authentication, record-keeping, and compliance tasks. Blockchain and emerging technologies are being tested to make transactions more transparent and secure. For investors, this means more real-time control and confidence than ever before. Cross-border coordination is another crucial piece. Banks in Iraq, Vietnam, and major hubs must constantly communicate to reconcile accounts, confirm transactions, and monitor flows. Even a small breakdown in communication could slow the market or cause errors. Ongoing collaboration ensures operations remain seamless, making trading as smooth as possible for investors. Of course, investor responsibility plays its part. The system may be strong, but stability also depends on how the community behaves. Staying informed, avoiding unverified rumors, and using regulated channels strengthen the entire ecosystem. With about 10 million investors active worldwide, collective discipline matters. Responsible participation ensures the system works efficiently for everyone. It's also vital to manage expectations. A robust global network doesn't automatically increase currency values. It just makes trading safe and reliable. True valuation depends on economics, politics, and broader demand. What the network does guarantee is legitimacy, efficiency, and security, giving investors a solid foundation for long-term strategy rather than blind speculation. Banks also offer essential support services. Secure vault storage reduces risks for physical notes. Authentication checks weed out counterfeits. Exchange services allow easy conversion back into home currency when needed. These services make exotic currency investing practical and safe, reducing risks that would otherwise discourage participation. The Vietnamese dong market runs on much of the same infrastructure, often sharing the exact same dealer and bank networks as the dinar. This overlap improves efficiency, lowers costs, and keeps both markets steady. For investors, this means broader liquidity and a stronger interconnected system supporting both currencies. Looking ahead, innovation will keep shaping the landscape. Blockchain, faster settlement systems, and evolving regulations will improve transparency and standardization across borders. Investors who stay educated and adaptable will be best positioned to benefit. This system is not frozen, it evolves alongside its participants. To wrap up, the 24/7 global banking network behind the dinar and dong is a remarkable machine. From correspondent banks to specialized dealers, digital platforms, and strict regulations, every layer works together to keep liquidity flowing, transactions safe, and markets stable. As an investor, you're part of this network, with influence and responsibility unique to exotic currencies. By staying engaged, informed, and realistic, you can participate confidently in this non-stop marketplace where your actions truly matter.